What are some examples of personification in literature? Have you ever read a poem or story and felt like the objects around you were alive? That's the magic of personification. This literary device gives human traits to non-human things, making them relatable and vivid. Let's look at some fascinating examples of personification in literature that bring inanimate objects and abstract ideas to life. In Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, the night wind is described as watchful and creeping. This gives the wind a sense of life, as if it is silently moving and whispering reassurance. Emily Dickinson takes a different approach in her poem, Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Here, death is personified as a courteous figure who kindly stopped for the speaker, giving death a human quality of kindness. Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea portrays the ocean as a feminine character. The ocean is described as capable of giving or withholding great favors, suggesting it has moods and intentions like a person. Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House turns the house itself into a living entity. The house is described as not sane and holding darkness within, creating an eerie atmosphere by making the house feel like a character with emotions. William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet includes the sun and the moon as characters with human emotions. The sun is described as fair and able to kill, while the moon is envious and sick with grief. This gives celestial bodies human feelings and actions. In The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald uses personification to describe the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg on a billboard as brooding over the valley, suggesting a watchful presence that affects the mood. John Keats' poem To Autumn personifies the vines as conspiring to bear fruit, implying intentional collaboration. Sylvia Plath's poem Mirror gives the mirror a voice and the ability to swallow images, turning it into a reflective observer. In Homer's The Odyssey, the ship is described as dancing over the waves, attributing joyful actions to the vessel. Lastly, Shel Silverstein's children's book, The Giving Tree, features a tree that acts like a human, giving to and interacting with a boy throughout his life. Personification can be expressed through verbs, adjectives, or phrases like the chair groaned or the wind whispered. This device works alongside other literary techniques to enrich the text's imagery and emotional impact. In poetry and prose, personification makes descriptions more vivid and helps readers connect with the narrative. It is especially common in children's literature, where animals and objects often take on human qualities to engage young readers. Through personification, writers breathe life into the inanimate, allowing readers to see the world in a more imaginative way.